Have people finally had enough? Judging by the video I just found, they surely have. Now, I'm really grateful that Grassroots Army is such a stellar channel here on YouTube. Please make sure you go subscribe to Grassroots Army. I'll link his channel down below in the description, and I'll link the original video down there as well. Have people finally had enough? I think that's the perfect title to this video, this confrontation. What are you talking about, Jen? Well, I'm just going to show you, and then we will talk about it after the video is done. You know, I already got a lot to say about things like this. Here we go.
We can't talk man to man? We can't talk man to man?
I don't think that's possible.
That's not possible? Why?
I don't think it's possible because there's only one man standing in this aisle right now. Now sit down, little miss. Before I go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get TSA to come on this plane and haul you off. You want to make that big of a show about
it? Why would they haul me off?
You want to make that big of a show because you're not confirming the document that I have.
You don't want to identify me as such?
The government chose what to identify you when you were born in a hospital. They wrote M or F next to your birth certificate.
Okay, that is my life.
That was dictated by a power much greater than mine.
And I don't feel that way. I'm a man.
I'm not the authority that assigned you.
You need to get. She need to get up out of his face.
Authority at all.
She need to get up out of his face.
I agree. Thank you, sir. If you continue this.
Did you see this guy filming? He's like, she needs to get up out of his face, and she turned to him. If looks could kill. Well, come on. Look. This airline steward, you know, he has to go by his sheets, right? That he has to go by, what is it? It's some sort of document that they have to abide by. Now, when you buy your ticket, you have to go off of your information, whether it be on your passport, your birth certificate, or your driver's license. He doesn't make the rules. He's just following the rules. So I'm going to back things up just a little bit. Oh, my God. This guy, I don't know if he's instigating or what. We'll have to find that out.
You need to get. She need to get up out of his face. She need to get up out of his face.
I agree. Thank you, sir. If you continue this display, if you cannot
that was a Becky move.
What my docket says here, that there are, in fact, 2 ladies sitting in this aisle.
There is one, I'm sorry,
you're going to have to leave.
Correct? There is one lady and one man.
Well, that's not what it says I need in these seats in order to fly. So if you're going to continue to fight the facts that I'm looking at right here, then I'm going to have to haul you off because you could be a dangerous person. We don't know. We have no way of confirming
because I identify as a male.
Because you're not the person on my list. You're not the person on my list.
A man?
Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. First you say because I identify as a man or a male, and then you say, oh, I am a man. Well, you can identify all you want to, but he's asking you. There were 2 women in this seat on my ledger here. I have to provide that with the airlines. They don't care about what you want to identify as. All you had to do was sit down and say, sir, I'm a biological female, but I identify as a male. And it would have been done over. But you're thinking you're going to bring alpha male energy to a clear alpha male. It's wrong. You're being combative when you don't have to be. Again, I'll say this again. Your rights don't trump the rights of everybody else's, and they sure as hell don't trump the law. Federal law. These people are insane, I tell you. Insane.
A simple one of 2 answers.
Are you mad because I'm more man than you?
There's no gray zone.
Is that what you're mad about?
Is it really that big of a deal?
You want to get up in my face right?
I have to back that up. I have to back that up because that was absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. If somebody's being combative, the last thing you should do is be combative back. Be the bigger person and sit down. Oh my God, you're lucky. You're very lucky. I don't know what's going to happen here. This woman that identifies as a man might get the crap knocked out of her, him, they, them. I don't know. That was bold, girl. That was boy. That was bold.
Way of confirming
because I identify as a male.
Because you're not the person on my list. You're not the person on my list.
A man?
It's a simple In one of two answers.
Are you mad because I'm more man than you?
There's no gray zone.
Is that what you're mad about?
Is it really that big of a deal?
You want to get up in my face? Right? I don't need this job. Look, you want to play big.
Oh, you don't need this job?
You want to play big? All right. Look. Oh.
What?
No, don't lose your job. Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job.
You're right. I'm better.
Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job.
Better than that.
Don't lose your
But you're not
job.
good enough to identify.
Sit down, ma'am.
Because in court, that's not gonna be in court. That's not gonna be a man. Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job, brother.
Okay, so in court, that's not going to be a man. Don't lose your job. You know, I feel like this guy that's recording, you know, I think you're on the side of the airline steward, which is good. But like, instead of recording on your phone, what you should have done is say, guys, look, let's be the bigger people. Let's get back into back to business so we could take off and get to our destinations, because it's not like we don't have things to do. You know, this is so selfish of this person sitting there arguing with the airline attendant when you could have just said, I am a biological female. It says so on my driver's license, on my birth certificate, whatever, but I identify as a man. That's all you had to say. But no, then you got up in his face and said, are you mad because I'm more man than you are? That was wrong. Why are you going to just be not only combative, but you're going to emasculate a man by saying a woman is... Look, I don't give a shit what you identify as. I don't. But for you to emasculate a man and say that you're more of a man than he is and he was born a man, look, I as a woman have no idea what it is like to be a man. And a man has no idea what it's like to be a woman. That's it. So despite what you feel like, neither one of us have any idea what it feels like to be the opposite sex, because we just weren't born that way. This is disgusting. Again, I think the man filming should have said, all right, enough is enough. Sit down and let's go. Let's get on to our destination, guys. We're about done with this. All right, back to the video.
But you're not good enough to identify.
Sit down, ma'am.
Because in court, that's not gonna be in court. That's not gonna be a man. Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job, brother. Don't lose it. In court, that's not a man.
Comply more if you just called him by his preferred pronouns.
Well,
right. If maybe you were being respectful.
I've got a pronoun right here on my docket, and that's non-negotiable. The person who bought this ticket needs to match the person that's sitting in the seat. Okay, otherwise, you're threatening every other life that's on display right now.
And I am the man sitting in his seat.
Okay, well, scribbling out female and writing man on the ticket on your phone doesn't change the thing that you were assigned at birth. All right.
Okay.
You can't just change that. You can't just make that up. You can't just go around.
That's not how I identify.
Okay, what you personally identify, call yourself as, dress as, that's none of my business. I don't care. But when it comes to my job, making sure that there are two ladies sitting in this aisle, I have a responsibility to every other life on this plane to make sure that they're safe, making sure random people aren't getting on the plane.
Let me help you with this little.
Then that makes sense.
One lady and one man. There you go. Problem solved.
Then you need to get off the flight right now.
I paid for my seat.
No, a lady paid for this seat. A female paid for this seat.
No, a male.
That's not what it says right here.
Go ahead and
cross it says right there that a female paid for that seat. Let me see. Pull your ID out again.
For what?
So you can see the little F next to sex.
It sounds like you're just a little fragile in your masculinity that you have to come at mine.
You know, I'm about to go get the air marshal.
You don't have any masculinity. You might be a bit, you know, a butch female, but, or wait, you might be on testosterone, but it was prescribed. He has natural testosterone and probably a lot more than you ever could. You know, I don't like the fact that, and I think both of them acted out a little too much, but to say that this person is endangering the lives of everybody else on board, I do not agree with that. I don't. Like, what is this person going to do? Really? I mean, is this person unhinged? Yeah. Then why add fuel to the fire? But I get it. He has a job to do. All you had to do, you didn't have to bring any attention to yourself whatsoever. What you could have done was shut up, handed him your license, and he wouldn't have said a damn thing. My goodness. Come on, folks, do better. Okay? That's all you got to do. Do better. And if you can't, then if you feel like people need to bow down, cower down, and kiss your ass because you're a part of the community that literally attacks people, if you feel like they're not going to give it back to you one day, well, that's kind of unrealistic because people have had enough. So I just had to put that out there too. All right, back to the show. Air Marshal. Shit's getting real. He's calling the air marshals, man.
Thanks.
It sounds like you're just a little fragile in your masculinity that you have to come at mine.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm about to go get the air marshal.
Go
You're
get
not,
who you need to get.
you're not flying with us.
Get who you need to get.
Your
This
bag.
is a
You're
hot
not-
I'm not
mess.
getting anything.
This is
It's
an
on my
absolute
seat.
You're
hot
not
mess.
flying
This
with
is
us
my
anymore.
seat.
You're
I'm
going to be
sitting
banned
in
and
my
blacklisted
seat.
from this airline.
Yeah,
This
okay.
airline really doesn't appreciate people like that.
That's so insane.
Man.
Look, if he would have popped you in your face, that would have been bad.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were playing both sides of the fence, homie. All right, that's the Grassroots Army. Remember, you guys, make sure you go subscribe. What a great YouTube channel they are. All right, let's break that down. So, at the end, we realized that somebody was playing both sides of the fence. And if that were me, I would have turned around and said, well, I remember when you said that I wouldn't be a male in court. So that's what I would have said. But, you know, the whole situation, if it's childish or not, you know, I feel like both people could have done better. And so the person recording, which I think this is such a stupid trend these days that has a lot of negative consequences. Now, again, if you want to continue to be unhinged and go off the rails and start getting physically combative with people, you have to expect that one day you will run into that person that's bigger and badder than you. And although I'm not a proponent for men putting their hands on a woman, hey, you identify as a man. If you would have put your hands on that man, he would have put your ass out. He would have put you to sleep. So be grateful that he didn't. Because this, I feel like a woman, I feel like a man, it doesn't matter. Men are bigger and stronger than us women. It would be like me going up against a 6 foot tall man when I'm literally 5'1" and being like, I'm more man than you are. You know, I'm not going to put myself in that position because it's wrong and I know he'd kick my ass. So I feel like a lot of the time, these people in this alphabet mafia, they literally know that they're untouchable. They know that they can bitch, moan, and cry, and these companies' social credit scores will go down if these people stand up for themselves. And so they keep getting away with this type of thing. I would like to know what happened in this case, because once an airline steward says, I'm going to go get the air marshal, get your bag, you're done. Well, 9 times out of 10, well, actually like 10 times out of 10, because I remember the whole mask drama. When that happens, your ass is done, off, and you are on the no-fly list. So I'd like to know what happened in this case. If anybody knows, feel free to drop the comment down below. Do you remember the mask drama? People literally fighting and getting kicked off of airplanes and put on no-fly list for not putting a mask on properly? Yeah, but if this happens, I can almost put money on it that this person here who identifies as a man is definitely not made their way onto the do not fly list. And that is a problem. We have to start treating people fairly and not giving them special privileges for intrinsic values or the way that they feel. Feelings, come on. People get too offended these days. Like they get offended over if you misgender me, you call me by the wrong pronoun. Well, you know, the way you're acting, do you deserve my respect? Because you sure as hell ain't giving it out. So what makes you think that just because of who you identify as, that means you are entitled to respect? And that is a key word here, entitled. And this alpha male put this entitled brat in their place. All right, guys. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button as well. Apparently, for telling too much truth, YouTube has deemed me demonetized. Not able for monetization. So if you feel like supporting the channel, I have several links listed in my description. I am on Rumble. My Twitter link is on there, Instagram, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, you name it. If you want to make sure that I finally get 100% of the proceeds and not, give away 30 to 60% of the gifts that you guys give me, all of my links are in the description of this video. I also have a Patreon that I'm working on getting back into as soon as they email me back with all of the stuff that I've already emailed them. Patreon, please. Yeah, you can visit that. And there's all kinds of bonus content. All of my blocked and uncensored reactions are on the it's a Dropbox link on my Patreons that only Patreons have access to. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Make sure you go subscribe to Grassroots Army. My God, what would you do in this situation? I know I would be pissed because when I'm on a plane, I usually have my little one with me and I am on a time schedule. I have my itinerary planned out to the minute and I get mad when I get late. All right, guys. See you. My name is Just Jen. All right, guys. If I can find the button here, I can end this recording. Take care now. Bye-bye.